shit.
Hello and welcome back to Game of Bros. I am your host, Drift BJS.
I'm Ewan.
Plug. Sorry.
Who is this man, Ewan? Who is he?
And that is Toby.
And I am Piggy. Also, barbaric about it, if we're going to be like that. Right?
I'm Barbaric Bauer. No, I'm Barbaric Bauer.
2-1-2. You got to remember the 2-1-2.
Hey, Witten. How's it going? We got Witten in the chat, guys. I'm seeing Witten on the weekend. Can't wait,
when for some reason, when the last few times I've gone on to Bobby's stream, I'll like see Witten. I'm like, oh yeah, Witten. He's like, oh mate, I'm literally just leaving. I'm like, oh mate.
You're outing him like that.
Getting a bit suspicious now. Do you know what I mean? Like, I think at that point you sort of got to be like, I don't know.
Don't worry, I would leave as well.
Well, no, I like the thing is that like I don't blame him. Like, I just want to know how he knew so fast.
Because you got it planned out.
It's all right. It's all right, my dude. How's work going?
Witten's working hard. He's grinding, like we all are. How have your guys' weeks been?
I feel that, brother. It's been a fucking long day.
Long indeed. My week has been just very busy, but busy and tiring. But when that's in a good way, because it kind of keeps you occupied and all of that. And like you say, we're on the grind. So yeah, but overall it's been good. What about you boys?
Get good week players in the chat. Valentine's Day is the most overrated holiday. They've gone straight in with the topics.
Yeah, no, I was about to say that was. Do you know? I don't think that is actually one of my two, but it was a contender.
I didn't even think of Valentine's when I was trying to brainstorm.
Do you know what? I actually thought that was going to be your first one.
It is pretty bad.
Oh, why?
I don't know.
What are you saying?
I don't know. We're talking about that later. Right? We're talking about it later. We don't need to get into the nitty gritty about what's going on, do we? Right, it's all good.
No, I am lonely lately.
He just exposes himself in the first 5 minutes. It's okay, Ian. That's all right.
We're all a bit lonely. Did you say lonely?
But happy.
Oh shit!
Running a bit late. Oh, we'll talk about it after the pod, Ian. It's all right. Bonfire night,
Cheers,
Guy Fawkes night. It can be overrated.
And it's always a bit cold, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a bit cold. It's November or whenever it is. November. Halloween. I feel like Halloween can be an overrated holiday if you have a bad night out or if you don't do anything for it. Because some people will get really hyped about it.
I would say though that like you are actually you're safer staying in on a Halloween and watching like some scary movies or having a few people around and going out. I find that Halloween, it's just, I don't know, I just sort of feel like it's a bit of a recipe for disaster because like, I can't be the only one that thinks this, right? But like, once we've had like a few to drink and like, all of a sudden, like you look around, there's Frankenstein there's a vampire walking towards you, there's loads of tradesmen in the middle of a dance floor. You're like, what's going on? Like there's loads of nurses about, and like you're so confused. And like, but obviously it's Halloween,
Yeah. I've never fully began hallucinating and getting confused on the Halloween, but I could imagine you doing it, Toby. I could.
I'm just saying that it happens to the best of us.
Toby leans over to the barman and is like, don't freak out, but there's a guy next to me that looks like he's absolutely fucked, and it's like a guy zombie or something.
I have got to reply to the Get Good Week player birthday, because birthdays are overrated because it says birthdays are stupid, congrats, your parents had sex. But I have to let them know that your birthday isn't the day that your parents had sex.
No, but it's because of 9 months
before. So when you celebrate a birthday, you're sort of like you're celebrating the birth, isn't it?
It's like surviving another winter. you know, you've
Winter's
made it.
come and gone.
Yeah. No, I do think it's a little bit dumb. I think people. What are you guys' thoughts on people that celebrate like birthday weekends or birthday weeks or even birthday months?
Birthday weeks, fuck off.
Yeah,
Like
it's pretty
birthday
wild.
weekends, if it's a big one, or like I don't know, if you sort of go, oh, let's sort of go away, and oh, it's around my birthday, let's sort of like throw it together. Then yeah.
Yeah, I guess if
Like
there's like
for
something going on.
example, when you guys came up to the boxing, it was like 4 or 5 days before my birthday, so we just celebrated my birthday then.
Yeah, exactly. But you wouldn't have
You know
counted
what
it
I
as a
mean?
birthday
Yeah,
week.
like, because it's more just like it is just sort of a nice thing that like you sort of, obviously I know it doesn't happen to everyone, but like, you know, it's like people be like a bit like nicer to you, and like usually on your birthday things go your way or horrific because you have like a massive expectation. But if you don't have really an expectation, it's down.
I guess
Yeah.
like yeah. What about New
One
Year's?
thing I will say,
Oh yeah,
in regards to like a birthday week, I'm not one of those people that celebrates for a whole week, but I've always done this. I'll book a week off, annual leave on my birthday. So technically, I do have like a birthday week as like a little present, little week off work.
Just to de-stress yourself. That's a good idea, actually.
I've always done that. Yeah, just use one of the weeks on my birthday. I usually try and get it like so my birthday's in the middle.
Yeah, that's pretty good. I'm doing something similar to that actually this year by accident. I'm going to Scotland my birthday week to hang out there.
What are you doing up in Scotland?
We're going to see my Scottish grandparents, and then we're going to the Highlands, and we're going to look at Loch Ness and wander around there. So it should be good.
Very nice.
Look at some castles and stuff.
Have you heard about they've done some more tests around Loch Ness recently, and they said that they've like now got like more evidence than ever.
Did you see that on Facebook?
Yeah,
no, I saw it. I saw quite a bit. Like if you Google Loch Ness right now,
I don't know if I'm a believer. Like I love stuff like that, but that one to me actually seems made up because it's
I
like,
think there's definitely
how would it have got
something
there? How would a giant fish get in that single bit of water anyway?
Well, it would already be in the water. The water's so fucking deep, man. There's like a whole world actually under the water.
In all fairness, that could have been underwater and then it rose.
There's more water than land, bro.
Yeah. No way.
Yeah, genuine. I've seen it on the globe and everything.
There was a new Loch Ness Nessie sighting. It looks like just a couple of waves.
He sent 3 more drunk Scots down there to scout on their own.
Yeah.
There's actually, I've seen a YouTube video on it. There's a guy that lives there, and his wife and all actually left him because he's so obsessed with it that he just stays there, and he lives in a little shack or like caravan that he's renovated. And he's obsessed about it.
I've driven past the Loch Ness before with my mum, and it was in the middle of the night, and I honestly, for some reason, watched loads of YouTube videos on it, and there was like ones of like, you know, like in front of the car and into the water. That I don't believe, right? But obviously at the time I sort of did, and then like I sort of said it to my mum, and then she was like, "Yeah, but like, don't you think it would be cool?" And I'm like, "Yeah, mum, it'd be really cool if it happened right in front of the." But what about if we're a little bit too fast and it hits into the side of the car and takes us into the water and like gets us in his mouth and then just goes deep under?
Deep throats you.
You know. Yeah, I'm like, Mum, what if Loch Ness deep throats the fucking car?
He's seeing monsters when he's at the pub, and he's seeing monsters when he's driving.
Yeah, what happens if you ran over Nessie and killed him? That would be pretty bad.
No,
too.
You wouldn't be able to, though, the size of Nessie.
Did you just call him Nessie?
No, Nessie.
Messi. Nessie, Messi. It's getting confusing.
And now go.
I don't think the Loch Ness monster exists, only because we have forensic shit now. We can test the DNA traces in water,
But
and we've
that's
matched it all.
apparently what we've just recently done, and it's come back that there's a big heat signature.
Yeah,
Yeah, someone just scribbled on it.
I'm trying to look it up.
Yeah, but have a little gander. Whilst you're looking that up, Ewan, what were your 2 most overrated holidays for you?
So I thought this one was going to be a generic answer, but I put Christmas.
Okay. And what was the other
Um,
one?
My other one was birthdays. But now that I think about it, Valentine's is quite a good answer as well. It is a little overrated.
I'm surprised you put birthday when you book a week off for your birthday.
Yeah,
That's why I was there. Like, about to say, because I didn't think that. I know you've spoken to me about Valentine's Day before, and we sort of like you know, like it is lots of it to do with just getting money. But I was there like, it depends on how you look at it. If you look at it from that point of view, like yeah, like companies make lots of money and stuff. But if
You mean
make
Christmas?
it about,
Do you mean Christmas about the money?
no, I was on about Valentine's Day.
Okay, I wouldn't say Valentine. How so? Like just buying presents for each other. And to be fair, everybody goes out for a meal.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like sort of with like stuff like that. Sorry, I just had my mum call me. So popular.
What about you, Bob? Did you have answers for this one?
I embarrassingly totally misinterpreted the question and thought it was worst places to go on holiday.
No way.
So
Let's hear this. I want to hear it anyway.
So I was caught between. So I want to say Paris because there is such a thing as like Paris syndrome, where people go thinking it's going to be like the films, and it is disappointing, and it makes them cry and get a bit upset and depressed about it. But I was also going to say Egypt, just because again, when I was in New Zealand traveling, I met loads of quite well off New Zealand people that all wanted to go to Egypt, and I've been to Egypt. And it's full of scammers, and I feel like they're going to have the same thing, where like you've got to be careful.
Yeah, that's the same thing with Paris. Like that's one big reason is because it's crowded with people, and a lot of them are pickpocketers, scammers.
Yeah, and I feel like some
people
get
it at all the big hotspots.
Yeah, they don't really know that. And then I was going to say Ibiza or one of those sort of party Spanish destinations, because I feel like if you didn't properly plan it out and get all the tickets to the mad events, if you just went there with no plan, you're probably gonna have a shit time because it will be sold out. It will be, you know.
Yeah.
Those are my 3. I guess if we're doing holidays, I'm gonna go with Guy Fawkes Day and World Hamster Day.
World Hamster Day.
Yeah, when is World?
I've just realised I put myself on mute. I wondered why you guys were ignoring me. I literally was there like, I was like, Bobby, you legit just going to carry on talking over.
It's the 12th of April, World Hamster Day. I'm going to go Guy Fawkes, and maybe Valentine's is my honest answer. But Hamster Day is the 12th of April, if anyone's wondering.
We need to celebrate that now.
We do.
Wait, what dates is it again?
The 12th of April.
Right, I'll never forget it.
I'd be amazed. Toby, what are your worst holidays?
Okay, so worst holidays, right? My first one, and it's just because I never do anything for it. I don't see the point. I haven't seen the point in this holiday since I was about 5, right? And that's Easter, right? For me, just does not do it, right? The fact that we have an Easter holiday, I reckon we should have a Halloween holiday, like not an Easter holiday. Yeah, so I'm not a massive fan on the Easter. Like, I quite like getting all the chocolate about a day or 2 after because they like half the price of massive chocolate eggs. And I'm now like, who cares what date it is? There's a massive chocolate egg.
What about Jesus, Toby? Didn't he do something on Easter? Rise from the grave like a zombie on Halloween?
Did he?
He did, I think.
Yeah. That's what Christmas is, the birth of Christ. I think, or is that?
Yeah, Christmas is his birth. Easter is his death.
Yeah, but
Whereas
Yeah, it's a
something like that.
calendar. For my beliefs, it's a calendar day.
Yeah,
So,
true. He moved like a big rock or
Um,
something.
pardon?
He moved a big rock up a hill.
Well, that was his tomb, wasn't it?
Oh wait, yeah, no, he didn't push it up
No,
a hill.
Jesus came back to life.
You can actually, supposedly, you can go see the tomb where Christ was buried.
Where is it? California,
I can't remember the country.
Ohio.
No, I think it's like Israel, Jerusalem.
yeah,
something
it'll
like
be
that.
around there.
You're
One
going
of
off
those.
the point, boys. It's not about the religion bit. It's just Easter's just shit.
Who was Pontius Pius,
I like
or whatever
Easter.
his name is? Pontius
That's
Pilate.
cool, but it's my pick, Ewan.
I'm just putting it out there. You said it's shit. I was just defending it.
Well, don't. They've got bunnies and chocolate for that. Right. My second one is, I'm surprised none of you have said that, actually, is New Year's Eve.
I did briefly mention it earlier, but we didn't expand on it. What are your thoughts on it? Why did you pick that, Toby?
Because I will say I've had some amazing New Year's, but I would say 70% of my New Year's nights have not been that good. One, or even maybe 80%. One of my favourite New Year's Eve nights was when it was in lockdown and we just were all on FaceTime getting drunk.
That was a good one, to be fair.
Like, honestly, because I got absolutely steaming. I still had the hangover and all that, but like, we just that's what we had to do to be able to all chat and communicate and stuff like that. And I thought that was quite cool. That in a time that stuff was quite boring, that was quite good because I tend to wander off and shit like that, and people being late and stuff just didn't really matter because we were all just talking. I did keep forgetting someone's name though. Morgan had like his mate with him. I had to keep like texting Bobby, being there like, "What's his name?"
We were playing Rocket League, and we were all in a chat together, and he was literally asking me what this guy's name was in the group, in the party chat. So the guy could hear him some of the time. He wasn't always as stealthy as messaging me.
I drunk Toby will be stealthy like 50% of the time, and I'll be like, "That's better than being not stealthy." And I'm not wrong, so
No, well,
it's hard to change my mind when I'm not wrong.
That was a good one. Also, I think New Year's is kind of like you've survived another year. The world didn't end before the winter solstice, so we all get to party now and
I think
start again.
The year that we were born, like the New Year's from the thousands to 2000, I think that would have been lit. But obviously we were like babies.
Yeah, we did miss the prime partying. Really, I
feel like that would have been the best one.
Like 1999 would have been an insane New Year's, really.
Mm.
Yeah, no, I think that would have been. I'd love the 70s, to be fair.
Yeah, 70s, 80s would have been pretty good.
Yeah, like I would say late. Do you know what? I would actually personally go late 80s, early 90s, because you still have sort of like little bit of the back trail of 1970, and you get the end of 1980 and all the music and the sort of vibe and stuff like that. And then in like the 1990s, like I don't know, I sort of think that there was sort of like an OG era, like between like 1999 and 2003, where I feel like, I don't know, on every level, like with technology stuff like that, everything was just sort of at like a balanced level.
Yeah. You think this should just human development should have stopped after like 2003? Is that what you're saying?
I'm saying there's definitely a decline.
Yeah.
I felt the decline, but like I don't know. But for football, for me, like 2008, 9, 10, like 2007, like they were like big years for me in football.
That's some outcome.
I don't really know how we got on.
That was when Toby was playing in the Premier League. Actually, his golden era.
Under fives, under eights Premier League.
Before I had that injury,
Circling back to Loch Ness, right? They have found heat signatures, according to the Scotsman, and the Daily Mail, which
Well,
are
look, if the
not
Daily Mail is saying
reputable.
it, that's written in stone, basically.
Oh god, the Daily
Yeah.
Mail is making me want to puke being on their website. The yeah, and so loads of people went there to see if they can find it. They had like thermal imaging. They saw according to the Scotsman, they saw like a 20-meter deep, 3 to 4 meter, sorry, creature. But there are
That could be Nessie
eels.
Baby.
There are eels in the lake, and we don't really know how big they can get. So that's like the only forensic evidence we have is that there are eels in the lake.
So I was right. There had been some movement.
Yeah, it's not conclusive. I mean, there's a image of something on land with a thermal camera, but that could literally be a dog. Like it's just like a dot on the screen. It could be anything.
I'd love it to be real.
It would be cool if it was real, for sure. Like all these conspiracies, it would be kind of cool. Well, some of them.
Well, no, not all the conspiracies.
Some of them would be
but-
cool. Hollow Earth would be cool.
Some of them are quite disturbing. But
Yeah.
they're all true. It's sick.
I think Hollow Earth is
You
kind of
like
cool.
they cancel each other out. It's fine.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Did you while we were talking about animals? Did you have any animal news?
Oh shit! No, I didn't have any animal news.
Well, aren't you still looking after the dog?
I'm not. No, I did look after my girlfriend's parents' dog.
I think that counts as animal
He
news.
was pretty good. We took him to the beach. He ran rampant. I got annoyed at him because he bit me while I was trying to put on his lead because he's rambunctious. But I do miss him. I miss looking out for a dog.
Yeah, I love animals.
Winnie the Witch. Is that Winnie the Witch is saying that we should go on our own monster hunt, and I do agree with them.
I agree. I think in the future, genuinely, once we've had face cams and stuff, we should do some IRL videos, like
Do a
go
vlog.
explore this stuff that we talk about.
Yeah, find Nessie, send Toby in.
We will
after
do
them.
it.
I don't know. I if we're gonna do something like that, I'd rather go for like Bigfoot and sort of do it, but maybe look for them in New Zealand first, sort of like where they look around in Mordor.
Oh, so you're kind of tying together. You wanting to see Lord of the Rings sets and looking for Bill. I said looking for Bilbo, looking for Bigfoot.
If we find Bilbo on the way as well, Bobby, I think that's just it, and then we go from there.
Yeah,
And
that's
all of
fair.
these things that we find, we'll have them on the podcast.
We'll get him on the podcast.
I was actually a wild thing that you and Bobby came across one day, and they just sort of made me their own.
We did. We took you in.
Agreed.
Agreed.
Do we move into the quiz?
Hang on, I'm trying to
Yeah.
find. Here we go.
Well,
Hero. Hang on, I've got dog news. Hero ex-police
Okay.
dog needs quiet home to calm anxiety. So a Hero ex-police dog is retired, but he's been left with anxiety after getting a fractured jaw.
yeah,
in the field.
What?
well, you're gonna get anxiety as a dog. Like, think how loud those bangs are, and then think if you had the hearing of a dog.
Oh my goodness, King's father is in the chat. Yeah, it's true. Yeah, he was the crime-fighting dog with
Yeah,
armed
King.
police.
Pardon?
It's a bit sad.
It is
Brings the mood down a lot.
Oh,
but,
God.
We thank him for his service.
I guess news is news, Bob.
I mean, news is depressing in real life, so
Yeah.
Well, it depends what news show you watch, innit?
Oh,
that is true. That is true.
they're planning to ban snare traps in Scotland. That's helping out
What?
animals.
What are snare traps?
The ones that go around their neck and go really tight and like lift them up or pull
Ooh.
them down. A
Oh,
duck
what,
was
like,
saved from a
basically,
sewer.
Like hangs them.
Yeah, basically. But it also cuts the neck.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it's not good. I can go straight into the quiz if you guys want.
Yeah. Well. Anyone listening, if you get a pen and paper or go on notes on your phone, then you can play along at home as well. And then after you can sort of see if you beat us. But
Yeah,
I'm
at the
definitely
end,
gonna beat
tally
you
up your
then.
points. Right.
Yes.
I I transferred Bobby a fiver earlier, so I
Well,
know.
I didn't know we were doing that.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
you wouldn't transfer me a tenner, Toby, so...
Hey, double bluff.
Ewan, could I borrow 15 quid?
Yeah, Toby
Yeah,
borrowed
right.
the fiver off you, Ian.
Sound. Right. Bobby, I'll give you 15 quid later.
Okay, right. Now, I think the first question I came up with, I'm pretty sure. So we've got 3 Game of Thrones TV show questions, 3 Warhammer questions, 2 Star Wars, and 2 Harry Potter questions, with a possible book questions at the end. Game of Thrones book questions.
I think we should definitely have the book questions.
I'll do them at the end.
Oh yeah, that sounds right. I've got my notes ready.
Likewise, I'm ready.
Should we just tell you once we've answered them, or is there a time limit?
I'll stop after each thing. So my first question: where do the Targaryens come from? In the hit HBO show Game of Thrones and George R.R. Martin's A Song of Ice and Fire. So these are TV show ones.
Where do they come from?
Where do they hail from?
Hail?
Yeah, where do the original Targaryens? Where's their homeland?
I don't think this is right, but I'm
okay. I've got
put it down.
I've got one. What I think it is, but I could be wrong.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm ready to move on.
The free city of Volantis is ruled over by 2 distinct political and kind of cultural groups. What are their names? If you both want a hint, I can give you a hint as well, remember?
Do you want to explain the hint
it?
rule thing that you was on about?
Okay, so the hint rule thing is if you both agree you want a hint, I'll give a hint. If only one of you wants a hint, you need to use your hint check, which you only have one each. So use it tactically, because the other guy could block it if he knows.
But in all fairness, won't we both hear the hint? Or is it you could just message it?
Yeah, well, no, it's kind of like if you know the answer, but the other guy doesn't, then you could just veto his hint, but then he has one. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So
you have one get out of jail free card, basically.
Yeah. Could you repeat the second question, please?
So in the free city of Volantis, there are 2 distinct political and cultural groups.
This is
And they rule the city or can rule the city. What are their
I
names?
think I've got one, Ewan. Would you want to?
Yeah, hang on. No. I don't want to use my hint on this. No, I haven't got it. I'm trying to remember.
But if we both use it, then we don't use it up. That's what I was saying. Do you want to use it? Because I know.
Right.
Yeah,
I think I've got one. I think I've got one down.
Yeah, that's the same with me. Can we have a hint?
Okay, you're agreeing to the hint, Ewan.
I don't know, man. I think no.
He's not agreeing to the hint.
I won't do the hint.
I'm playing competitive.
Oh my goodness.
I don't.
I just.
Right.
This is right. Hang on. What's one? No.
Wait.
What's he
Can
thinking?
you repeat the question again?
Yeah, one more time.
Final time. The free city of Volantis is ruled over by 2 distinct political and sort of cultural groups. They've got names. And what are their names? Tick, tick, tick.
Right,
I
know I've got at least one of them.
Liberals and Conservatives. That's not true. Oh, it's okay. We'll move on to the next question. Are you okay to move on, Ewan?
Yeah, I'll have to move on.
Which member of the Kingsguard pledges his allegiance to Daenerys in the city of Astapor? Previous member of the Kingsguard, I should say.
Oh my
God! I know
God,
the people, but their names aren't coming to me.
What's his fucking name?
I
know
also
it.
misspelt it as Kinsguard. Kins, you have to make me your Kinsguard in Discord. I'm a member of the Kinsguard.
If Toby doesn't have the right answer, but I just have the surname, could I get maybe like a half point or something?
Yeah, I'll give it to you. You mean you can get the hint? I mean, it
I
might
think
not
that's
help
getting
you.
a little specific. All right.
Oh wait, actually, no. I just remembered it. I got the full name.
Ooh. In Astapor, she's roving around
Right.
Daenerys.
I got it as well, but yeah.
Ooh, okay. So we'll move on to Warhammer now. So these questions, Kin says he knows all of them. I don't know who else in the chat would know the questions.
Well, Kings, like you're gonna have to sort up. Give me like a
You have to give him hints.
one that you would be able to figure out.
I was going to say, I don't know. I don't think me and Toby are both.
Ewan doesn't know Chinese.
So the thing is, I haven't gone with lore questions. I've gone with sort of broad
Yeah,
Warhammer facts.
Okay.
Warhammer came to be in England during which decade? So I'm just looking for the decade. If you guess a specific year and it's close to the specific year, there is a hint for this one too, but it's in a specific decade. Warhammer was invented in England during which decade? So I just want the decade. You don't have to do any specific year.
Okay.
Might have been one we've discussed. We might not have touched on it.
I've got my answer.
I've gone for a bit of wild card there.
Okay, so you both answered it. Okay. Warhammer World is located in which Midlands city? Remember, you can use a hint if you're confused.
Toby, I'll be happy to hint with you on this because I don't think either of us are going to know this.
Wait, what was the question?
Warhammer World, the OG Warhammer shop, is located in which Midlands city?
No, yeah, we'll go for a clue.
Okay, the hint is Robin Hood.
Oh.
That's throwing me even further off.
Oh no.
Wait,
Think of characters in Robin Hood.
I haven't
any names.
watched Robin Hood in years.
The bad guy in Robin Hood.
I don't even remember.
Give me the first.
The sheriff. The sheriff.
Oh, I got it.
Oh shit, Toby. The sheriff of.
That's it.
Okay.
He ain't got it.
The next one is a 50-50 for you guys. UK Toby.
I have guessed, by the way.
Good, yeah, good. So make sure you guess because you might have got it right. Which came first, Warhammer Fantasy or Warhammer 40k? Which is the sci-fi. So which came first, the fantasy or the sci-fi settings in Warhammer? The egg. Witten is answering.
What came first?
Yeah, which was the OG Warhammer game? Fantasy or sci-fi?
I need to read my answer in the comments then.
Toby, please. You can get a hint with this one as well.
I've got an answer. It's a guess.
It's a 50-50, yeah. So that's the end of the Warhammer round.
Okay.
We're moving on to Star Wars now. So there's only 2 Star Wars questions and 2 Harry Potter questions.
I've only just started watching it, and like the thing is that Ollie, my little brother, he's been massive into Star Wars. I think he still likes it a lot, but
I still love Star Wars.
I started watching it a bit with Reese, and I sort of watched the first 3 of Anakin growing up.
Yeah, the best. And
then I've watched bits and bobs of other ones, so it'll be interesting what questions these are. But yeah, no, I'm ready. Let's go.
Okay, Toby. Remember, I do.
Oh, by the way, if you are new here, if you're able to drop us a follow, that would really help us. We're trying to be able to reach 50, so our videos are actually able to stay on a little bit longer.
Yeah, it would be good. Shout out Ellen as well, and also if you want to do the quiz with us, you can. Write down your answers and compare them at the end. Please don't put them in the chat.
And then we're about to say we'll go through the scores and see who's got the highest score.
Yes. So the first Star Wars question is: who was Qui-Gon Jinn's master? Qui-Gon Jinn, Toby's guy with the long hair in the first film, he gets stabbed by Darth Maul. There is a hint.
I'm good.
I've gone with one, but I don't know.
I took a pure guess. I haven't seen Star Wars since I was a kid.
Witten, I told you not to put the answer in the chat, please. Not Putin. Okay, the second Star Wars question is: Yoda self-exiles himself to which planet after failing to kill Palpatine? It's a planet.
He
goes after Palpatine.
Can we go for a hint?
Yeah.
You both
Maybe
go
like
for
a
a hint.
first letter. First letter might do me or something.
Okay, I'm going to say it's swampy and it begins with a D.
That actually did not help me.
No, I was about to say that was too specific. Give us like a more. So I have no idea.
Oh my
Absolutely
god.
no idea.
I mean, there's
Like,
not much left to say.
I don't even know where he would have been in the beginning, let alone where he would have gone.
Toby, he was at the Battle of Kashyyyk with the Wookiees
Right, is that
when Order 66 kicked off, and then he goes after Palpatine on Coruscant, fails to kill him, and then exiles himself with Bail Organa.
Okay, I'm gonna write an answer. I don't think it's right.
Begins with D.
I'm just gonna make up a word.
Begins with a P.
D.
Wait,
D.
P?
Begins with a D.
D?
Yeah, D.
What?
D for Drake.
Ends
Alright.
in an O-bar.
Green.
No way.
Yes, Witten.
Witten is trying to fuck with you guys a bit, I think. He's giving you some right answers, some wrong ones. You know, Gaddafi.
No, I'm gonna. We'll just go on. I back myself in the other questions.
Okay. Now the Harry Potter questions are up. Now, we're starting with, what house is Luna Lovegood in?
Ooh.
I got that one easy.
Dobby is dead. That's Witten's contribution.
Yeah, I got it.
I mean, that's a spoiler, if anything.
Do you need a hint or anything? Do you know Harry Potter very well?
I've got the answer.
Ooh, okay, and then...
I don't even know how you would hint without literal options.
Yeah, no, I know, but...
I think I can guess what your hint would be anyway.
Do you want to
Would
hear
it be
the
involving like a scene in one of the later movies?
No, but hang on, he's using his hint up. You can't do
Okay.
that.
No, I don't need the hint. I'm just
hint.
guessing what the hint is.
Oh yeah, I don't know. There's a sneaky work going on here.
Right, the final Harry Potter question is, what core does Harry's wand have? His first wand that he gets in the first film. The OG Harry wand.
I have the answer.
Oh my god, Toby, you knows the answers.
Harry Potter is my shit.
Again?
He has... what core does Harry Potter's first wand have? The one that he gets in the first film.
I've got it.
Okay. Final section now. We're on to the book questions.
This is where I'm going to have to pull a worldie out, I reckon.
You've still got your hint, Toby. Right. But yeah, you both do. You both still have your hints. You've saved them for the right one. So we're starting off strong with Quentin Martell, son of Doran Martell, goes to Daenerys in Meereen and attempts to marry her. He is denied, but chooses to stay in the city. How does he die? So that's a plot in the books that you follow him for literally you follow him like a proper character.
I'm pretty sure you see some of it in the series, though, don't you?
Do you? I can't remember.
Okay, I've got my answer.
I've just taken a guess.
Okay, remember you do both still have your hints.
Yeah.
Okay, next question. You guys ready?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
What ancient relic does Euron Greyjoy carry with him in A Feast of Crows? A Feast for Crows, the book. He reckons he got it from priests from Asai, which is where the fire priests come from, and he has it. And I don't remember it being in the.
I've got it.
You've got it.
What? All right, can I use my hint?
Yes, you can. Yeah. So he ends the book going to Daenerys, and he thinks it will help him win the war. He thinks it will help him take over the dragons.
I've written down another guess.
Okay.
Oh, hang on. That.
I actually have no idea.
I've changed my answer now. Right.
Ooh.
Go on. Last one.
Okay. In the books, Daenerys is not the only Targaryen. Another one is possibly alive because it's not really confirmed if he is actually related to her. He is known as Young Griff when Tyrion meets him in Essos. What is his birth name? And you remember you can use your hint.
Yeah, I could use my hint.
The hint is that he's named after a very famous Targaryen that conquered Westeros from Dragonstone, from the island. He's named after like the main Targaryen.
His real name.
Yeah, so they think that he's Daenerys's eldest brother. There you go. I've expanded the hint.
I've got it.
Not her eldest, sorry, because that is the guy that gets killed by Robert Baratheon.
I didn't think I might have actually got some points at the end.
I've fully forgotten like all of the Targaryens' first names.
You might kick yourself with this one. It's a very Targaryen name. Thank you, Ellen. You stay.
All right, I've got an answer.
You got it. Right. Write down your answers, guys, including you, Witten, and Ellen. Make sure you've finalised all your answers, and we'll go through the questions in a second.
Well, I'm just gonna put a number next to my answer.
I need to write down what scores you guys are on.
Yeah.
I'll write it on my speed warning from the community speed watch that came in the post the other day. They caught me, guys, and I fucking knew they caught me.
Were you out for a jog again?
Yeah, exactly. I set off the speedometer thing.
That's a classic Bobby means that is.
Look, they're absolute cowards as well. They're not even telling me how fast I was going. Yeah, they tell me the time I was caught on a date, and I know because I was running late for work. But I was going like 34 miles an hour. I know, Witten.
But they didn't tell you like the exact one.
Yeah, they didn't tell me the speed, and I bet it's because they knew it would look bollocks on the thing.
It was like 31.
Yeah. Right, is everyone ready?
Mate, I'm raring.
Okay, so Targaryens come from Old Valyria.
Oh fuck! I put Dragonstone.
I put Ancient Valyria. Does that count?
That does count, Ewan. Dragonstone, Toby, I'm going to give you a half point because technically they moved when Valyria fell.
Hang on.
They moved to Dragonstone. They did.
Hey, don't argue with the referee.
Well, hang on, no, because I have two completely different answers. Read the question again, because I swear you said, where do they hail from?
It says,
they don't hail from Dragonstone.
Where do the Targaryens come from? And then the hint was now haunted by stone men.
You're getting the VAR out already.
I did.
Yeah, now still. Yeah, so that's not Dragonstone.
No, so I was going to give him half.
Witten, you can be our VAR.
No, you didn't get the answer.
He's calibrating it.
No, I get half a point.
What?
I'm giving him half a point, Ewan. It could be misinterpreted because technically the Targaryens invaded Westeros from Dragonstone.
But when you said about the stone men,
I know, but no one asked for the hint on that one.
It's all right. Give him the point. I have faith in my later questions.
Okay, right.
I need every point I can get.
Okay, so the free city of Volantis, I'll give you a point if you get both of them right, or if you get one of them right and the other guy doesn't get anything.
Right.
It's ruled over by two groups. Yeah. Do you want to go first? Who wants to go first?
Okay, so the one that I think is correct is the slave masters.
No.
I think that's the next city she goes to.
Oh well, I probably got both of these wrong. The other one, because I wasn't really sure, but I just put Sons of the Harpy.
Sons of the Harpy, it does, yes. So that's not correct. That is the wrong city.
Yes, that is not correct.
Right, I don't worry, Ewan. I think that mine might both be wrong as well. I went with the High Seven and Barbarians.
No, neither of you got any points. It's the tigers and the elephants. If you asked for the hint, I would have said they're both named after animals.
Okay.
I would have probably said snakes.
That's fair enough. That's cooler, I think.
No, because of the sand, isn't it?
Yeah, fair.
Right, well, I'm still in the lead, so it's a win-win.
The Kingsguard member, the Kingsguard, is Sir Barristan Selmy.
Oh.
I said I added an extra bit. I said Sir Jorah Barrister.
You said
that's a different
you
guy.
combined two guys.
I was thinking of Jorah Mormont, so I got that wrong.
Yeah, he wasn't a member of the Kingsguard, I don't think.
Oh, I got the last name though.
Yeah, you did get his last name. I'm going to give Toby half a point for that one, Ewan.
Yeah. That's fair. Because even I said when you asked it, could we get just the last name?
Yes. Okay. So.
All right, and he's off the mark. Let's go.
Okay. What decade did Warhammer become a thing? Because it wasn't really invented; it evolved out of Dungeons and Dragons. Now,
Mine's definitely gonna be wrong. I'm just gonna say it now. 1800.
1800 is insane, Toby. That's definitely a 0. I might take away your half point for that one. Ewan, what did you say?
Can't do that. I've already yielded a half a point. I've only got a half a point.
What did you say, Ewan?
You know, we've done an age of enlightenment. Fucking, I put the 80s.
Ewan got the point.
Yeah, boy.
In 1983.
Do you know what? I just added too many zeros. That's what the problem was.
Yeah.
1800, Toby, is a wild guess. Okay, which city is Warhammer World located in? What did you put, Toby? No, Ewan. Ewan, you go first, because I think you might.
I think I've got it, so let's hear Toby's.
Okay.
Nottingham.
Ooh,
Correct.
That's it.
Yes, Toby. What did you
Sit
put?
down.
Ewan, not.
I also put Nottingham.
Thought
Yeah.
so, yeah. Nice one, Toby. You're back in. Ewan is.
Well, yeah, but it
leading.
got cancelled out by you.
Right. Which came first, Warhammer Fantasy or Warhammer 40k? What did you put, Ewan?
Well,
I put 40k.
What did you put, Toby?
wait. What was the question again?
Which came first, Warhammer Fantasy or Warhammer 40k?
He's writing his answer now.
No, I wrote sci-fi because I swear
No,
Oh,
I didn't
yeah,
say
yeah,
sci-fi.
yeah.
So you both said 40k. It was actually
Yeah.
Warhammer Fantasy.
Oh. That makes sense, to be fair, because there was like fairies and shit like that before we went to space.
Yes.
If I had known, like Bobby just said, that it
Game
came
of
out
Thrones
of Dungeons and
confirmed
Dragons.
that there were fairies
Well,
before we went to space.
That was the hint. That was the hint for this one. That it was
What,
based
that-
on a
if that
famous
happened before-
role-playing game.
Yeah,
That-
that would
that
have
was
led
the
me to
hint for this
fantasy.
one. Yeah. Okay, Toby. Who was Qui-Gon Jinn's master?
I know I got this wrong. Yoda.
So, that is close. I think,
Close.
if I remember correctly, it's... What did you put, Ewan?
This just came into my head, but I put Mace Windu.
So again, reasonably close, I think. I think it's Count Dooku was his master. So you both missed points. But I think Yoda was Count Dooku's master.
So that's basically another
So you were
half
kind of
point.
close. And
That's not a half point.
it's not a half point, no.
That's not a
I
half
reckon that
point.
was a half point.
And I
No,
think,
because you're just going up the family tree now.
and I don't know if Count Dooku
The
trained
thing
Mace
is,
Windu or
I
something.
know I've definitely got the next one wrong.
Okay, and then Yoda exiles himself to which planet?
I literally made up a word. I put Dondu.
That sounds
I-
like Star Wars.
I put head office.
You put head office.
Like back to where their place, like where their main camp was. I couldn't think about it, so I just said head office.
It was Dagobah. The
Oh,
Dagobah
close.
system.
I was
That's
going to say
close.
that.
We both got real close there.
Yeah.
I like Ewan's new Star Wars planet name, though.
Do I get a half point for it?
No, I would say maybe if you
Dondu?
were behind. So
If anything, I would be getting the half point because I was on about the head office, and
That's not
basically
correct,
that's where it went.
No, he went to a swampy planet.
he did.
Yeah, that's his head office. Don't judge.
Nah.
Luna Lovegood.
Right.
What house is she in Harry Potter? Who wants to go first?
Ewan?
Ravenclaw.
Toby, what did you put?
I think that might be right. Fuck, I put Hufflepuff.
Oh, Toby is correct. Ravenclaw. Okay. And then what core does Harry's wand contain, Toby?
Phoenix hair.
Okay, what did you say, Ewan?
I put unicorn hair.
It's a phoenix feather, but I'm going to give it to
Oh.
Toby because
Yeah.
it is the same. Like, yeah, I know what you mean.
Yeah, you got the right creature.
Okay. So now it's all down. Hang on, let me count the points. I hope everyone's following
Yeah, I'm about
along
to say, yeah,
at home.
let us know what we're going into for before we go into the last 3 points.
So
or
Toby's
whatever.
on 2.5, and Ewan is on 4. So Toby could scrape a win.
I actually think Toby's going to win because I think none of my answers are correct for this.
Toby could scrape a win here.
Right.
So, Toby, then, why don't you start us off? How did Quentin Martell die in the book? Storm with Swords or something like that? I can't remember which one it was.
Dragons.
Okay, Ewan, what did you put?
It's a little vague, but I put in battle.
Okay, it is. Toby did actually get the point there. He was killed by Rhaegal. He was flamed by him. He went in to try and tame the dragons because he thought he had Targaryen blood in him, and he got flamed. Okay.
That's what you get.
What ancient relic does Euron Greyjoy carry with him in the book A Feast for Crows? Ewan.
Again, I made this kind of up. I just put a dragon tooth.
Okay. What did you put, Toby?
A battle horn.
Oh, Ewan.
Have you got it right?
He has it's the dragon horn. It's a horn, like Toby said, a battle horn. He didn't get the name right, but I'm going to give him the point. Okay.
Do I get a half point for dragon then? Because I put dragon.
No, it's not.
Dragon
it's not the same thing. And I did say dragon in the name when I was trying to tame the dragons. I said in the hint.
Yeah,
So,
I had no idea. GG, well played.
Okay, you might get this one though.
I haven't. I know I haven't.
You might. What is the name of the mystery Targaryen that Tyrion runs into?
I think I might have got this one wrong. Aegon.
Okay.
That's probably right. I just put Valerion, which I know isn't right.
That is. So Valerion's her eldest brother, I think, which I did accidentally say. But Toby is correct. It is Aegon. I'll give you half a point, Ewan.
Now,
Toby said he didn't know the book knowledge.
I want to appeal the half point because he appealed the half point at the beginning.
I mean, you won either way, but I appreciate that. I appreciate it.
Toby did have a comeback. How did that happen?
Toby has actually read the books. He lied.
He did lie. He crammed.
Come on, me reading. Come on now.
Toby
How do you know that then?
Hmm?
How do you know of that? Or
Because
have you
I've
seen it online?
I've watched so many videos talking about stuff in Game of Thrones whilst I've been playing FIFA, and it's just stuck in my head. Like I knew it was some sort of horn, and I knew that they didn't put it in in like. So I watched a video like stuff they didn't put in the TV show, and I remember them talking about that. And then Aegon was just a pretty safe bet. And then Phoenix Hair, I remember because it like got split in two, and there was only 2 of them, and that's in Harry's, and it gave only one ever, and it was, you know what I mean.
Voldemort and Harry's wand.
Paired with the man that gave you that scar.
The Hufflepuff, you know, I thought it was going to be Ravenclaw, and then I was there like, do you know what? I think it's just because I just imagined her blonde hair. I just sort of thought more Hufflepuff.
Well, I remember her going on about the ghost of
the ghost of Raven.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's why I thought, oh, maybe she's Ravenclaw. I initially thought Hufflepuff as well, Toby, but then I looked it up, and then I thought, oh,
I think that's how she helps Harry find the secret tiara, is because she says when she's in the Ravenclaw common rooms, she sees a ghost of Rowena Ravenclaw.
See, look
which I thought was a hint.
None of us know what happened to Jesus, but we can recite what happened in the Harry Potter books. None of us are sure what Easter means, but we know our Harry Potter. Right, how did people do at home? If you were following on, put it in the chat. We can move on now to you.
Do you know what I think? Do you know what I reckon would be a cool thing to do?
Poll the answers.
If we pick something for the other 2 to watch, and then you quiz them on it, but you try and pick something that they both haven't watched.
Okay. Yeah, no, you could do that.
That was a good quiz, though. It was pretty fair. Well played.
Thank you. Yeah, I thought I knew that the Star Wars was going to be. I didn't know how much you'd know, Ewan. And then I thought the Harry Potter
I got them
ones.
both wrong.
Well, so did Toby, to be fair. And then because I knew Toby didn't know anything about Star Wars, so I did try to make them not easy, but not too hard, like not insane.
To be fair, they weren't exactly that hard. I was just a bit of an idiot. I don't actually know what answers I would have known. Like when I watched it not that long ago, I was watching it with Reese, and I was so like, you know, when Anakin's fighting Obi-Wan,
Yeah.
right at the end of the third, or whichever.
The third film, the greatest film of all time.
Yeah, and he like jumps up, and I literally turned around to Reese, and I was like, this is an easy W for Anakin. I was like, I'm not gonna lie, the whole time we watched it, I'm like, I'm pretty sure Obi-Wan just gets his ass kicked every single fucking time, and Anakin's there just bossing it, like we could we could just complete the mission if we go here, and Obi-Wan's like, no, this way's much harder. Come this way.
Toby,
and
it's very funny that you're an Anakin. I could see you being an Anakin.
I love Anakin. I sort of relate to Anakin. Like, not like no. But like, obviously I don't have a lightsaber, and I ain't got the Force, and not Jedi and all that shit. But like, if what happened to him happened to me, I would fucking,
you'd be Darth Vadered up in a minute.
Yeah, oh mate, 100%. And like, I'd be pissed off if Obi-Wan beat me in a fight because I'm so much better than him.
Well, if you think about it, the move that Anakin did to him, he tried to jump over his head. No, but that's the move Obi-Wan did to Darth Maul in the first film. He jumped over his head, landed on the other side of him, and cut him in half, didn't he? So Obi-Wan was ready for the move. Obi-Wan was like ready for that move.
But he wasn't. He was already. There was all the lava around. The bit that he was on, like, raises, doesn't it? He was already
he was
up against.
He had the high ground. He warned him. He said, "I have the high ground." Anakin didn't listen and didn't realize that he was the pro of high ground. He invented the move, jumping over someone's head. We're going to turn this into a Star Wars podcast now, guys.
I actually no, I do reckon that could be a sort of. I'd be happy to sort of go on a little debate on whether we agree with Anakin or not. If one of you didn't fully agree, I reckon I could definitely sort of come up with a little debate on why I actually think that.
That's awesome. No, totally. We could debate Star Wars politics. Yes.
Literally, the council, this is the last thing I'll say on it, right? But the council was such a dick to him.
They were. You're right.
Literally, if they had just all not been a dick and all just had a little conversation, he would have been on their side. They would have been absolutely sound. They'd have found out it was the councillor, whatever his name was. And it would have all been sound, but literally, they made it so easy for the dark side. And they're like, oh, the dark side's so tempting. I'm like, but you made it so tempting. You were literally there like, oh, yeah, you can be with us, but you can't be with the person that you love. And you can't have a kid or this, that, and the other. Is that correct, Mike, or am I?
Yeah, no, you are spitting facts here. The council did fuck him over massively. You're all right. Mace Windu never trusted him because he was a bit jealous, probably.
I know, but oh man, it was all just a bit. It was all just a bit weird, to be fair. Like,
you can't say that. We're turning this into a Star Wars podcast.
No, I do reckon. Right, I will be back in 2 seconds. Well, I won't. I'll be back in a minute. 30 seconds.
Right, we'll fill the air. Ewan, what are your thoughts on Anakin's fall?
Toby's having a toilet break.
Yeah.
And I'm not going to lie, I'm not really into Star Wars.
No, that's fair enough. I think I could tell.
It's about Anakin. I mean, it was pretty nuts when he killed all those kids.
Yeah, it was pretty wild. It was pretty wild. I have a question. In one of our previous quizzes, was one of the answers sand snakes?
Sand snakes?
For Oberyn Martell's bastard daughters. Because that was the question I came up with. But
I don't think I used that one.
I swear someone had that as an answer to their quiz. So I didn't use that question in the end.
Yeah. I'll have to see if Toby used it, because I don't think I did.
I swear I remember writing sand down. I can't remember when.
Maybe it's an animal quiz.
Yeah, maybe it was in one of my own questions that I've forgotten. I was thinking of other things that we can do. Like Toby said, you could do. We could watch something and then be quizzed on it. Do like homework. Or I was going to do matching names of something like obscure that I like. If the names are a bit weird to like pictures, you know.
Oh yeah.
Because that's like even chances for both of you. If you don't know what's going on, then it's just like whichever name you think fits.
Yeah.
Hello,
Definitely.
Toby. He's
We'll have a
returned.
good quiz.
What did I miss?
We just talked about Anakin killing the younglings, and then about.
Okay, yeah, no, obviously that bit I didn't really agree with. Right.
That is
That
so
bit,
you,
that was a
Toby.
bit of a grey area in like the Team Anakin side, but like, you know.
And then we'll just talk about quiz ideas. And Toby, did you use, Oberyn Martell's bastard daughters are called the Sand Snakes? Was that a question that you asked in your quiz?
No.
Because
So I didn't know that one.
Well, I wrote it down.
No. I said I asked what are the name of the girls.
Yes, yeah. So I knew because I wrote that down as one of my questions initially, and then I thought, I swear I remember writing Sand Snakes down as an answer.
Yeah, no, that was one that I did, but I wouldn't have remembered I did it, but I would have known the answer. I think Ewan would have known the answer as well, to be fair.
The viewers would have known that we'd repeated the question, and I feel like in 10 episodes that's pretty embarrassing. Repeating questions.
You know what we should do, guys? I know that you haven't watched it all yet, Bob, but if we should do watching House of the Dragon and do like a little review on it. Because if we all haven't read the books, then we can all chat without knowing what's going on.
Yeah, true.
Yeah,
we could do that. That's another good idea.
And then, because I know that when I'm watching something like that, I've been trying to find non-spoiler ones, and I think it'd be quite good to have one that would be there, like non-book readers or whatever.
Illiterate people.
Can't read club.
Yeah.
I'll start adding all my dyslexic friends. You know, we have a little club.
Right. Should we move on to the final topic of today's podcast, Ian?
Yeah. I feel like you've had a lot on his mind. So
this is a hot topic, guys. OnlyFans. So we'll start with just your thoughts on it.
Fair enough. I don't have anything on against OnlyFans. I think it's probably a good way.
Yeah, Bobby's already sweating. He's like, I don't have any on OnlyFans.
What is OnlyFans? What is an OnlyFans? No, I think it's a good way for creators to get paid directly for a service, whether it's pornography or art or I don't know, exclusive content.
Whatever they want to call it.
Yeah, well, I think because it wasn't originally created for porn.
Wasn't it created for like gaming or like exercise or something?
Yeah, something like that. It was created to be like an Instagram that's private and you pay to view it, basically. And so that could be all sorts of things. And
people were there like, why am I going to pay? And then somebody was like, what if I was naked? Yeah. And then like two blokes looked at each other and went, yeah, no, probably that would do.
Yeah, exactly. And I think, we have lots of subscription services. You got subscription porn sites and stuff. And I think
how many subscriptions have you got, sorry, Bobby?
None at the moment, because fucking Netflix kicked me off my dad's account literally last night.
That thing that they've implemented.
Yeah, it's caught up to my iPad. It kicked me off the TV a while ago, but it's kicked me off my iPad now, so I'm refusing to buy
Netflix.
Have
you had a word with your dad?
I have, but, I don't want to make him pay any more money to add my iPad to his account.
Bob, send me his number. I'll sort that.
You have my mum's number.
I'll be there
like,
call her. I'll be there like, when was the last time I asked you for a favour?
Look, Witten's got the same issue as well. Fucking cheapskates. They're cowards. Netflix are cowards too. Add that to the list of cowards. The community speedwatch people and Netflix.
Why don't you and Witten team up and get your
freedom
own
back.
Little Netflix account?
Justice. Yes, we will. We'll team up on the weekend and complain about it while we drink beers in the kitchen.
To go back to what you said, though.
Yeah, go back to OnlyFans.
These tangents, man.
Yeah.
like you say, I don't actually have a problem with it. I don't fully understand why people would pay money for, the kind of stuff that you do see on there, especially when we just have the internet nowadays. But like you say, for creators, I think it's a good way for them to make money. A lot of women who already have millions of followers on Instagram now make loads more money doing this than they ever would with all those brand deals and stuff.
Well, actually, that was something I was going to bring up when I saw that you had put down for this pod, this topic. I then came across a thing that there's a ex-UFC fighter called Paige Van Delan or something like that. I'm butchering the last name, but I know she's called Paige, right? So
Yeah.
she went in UFC, and then she then did 3 or 4 fights, I believe, bare knuckle. After,
Wow.
and then she joined OnlyFans about a week ago, and in the first 24 hours, she'd made more than her entire UFC career.
Yeah, that's crazy.
It's actually nuts. Like, she was known for being like a very attractive fighter, but like, do you know what I mean? Like, it is just sort of it is just sort of crazy. But I also think though, you do see like a lot of people like try and do it and then they sort of like stop. Because I think that I reckon it is probably harder than people think, in the sense of, I don't think it's something you can really, if you want like really half-arse it, you've actually got to like be a bit clever with it, like, because everyone thinks of doing it now, and like, as like you were saying, like, people go, why would you pay for that? Like, you've got to give people a reason.
Yeah, but
Do you know what I mean? And I feel like what's gonna happen is there's going to be like a certain phase, and I wonder if like there's a time limit where people just go right, and then they just go and sort of like follow somebody else, and then if they've been smart with their money, like most of them are, and they sort of invest in different businesses, lots of them get brand deals with clothing, makeup, and shit like that. But if, let's say, if they're not being too smart with it, they could have like a year or two being really like quite like decent money, like they'd be working like a 30-40 hour week job. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden it dries up and stop. Like, you just sound like, oh shit.
there's a lot of way to make money on there as well. People can just have to pay to message you, and you could just quickly reply, and you're actually getting paid just for the text messages.
Yeah, that is mental. And I saw somewhere that the women
what,
have like people that do it for them.
Sort of thing.
Oh, was it?
Sorry, Toby.
One of you go.
You go, Toby.
Was it a bit of like a text as you go back in the day when like you'd send like each text was like, wasn't it like 25p or something?
Yeah, it's pretty much like that. You just pay per text, and you can chat to them.
There's a big content creators on OnlyFans will have people that they hire to reply to those texts 24/7.
Yeah.
So they don't even reply to the messages themselves.
I know.
I was about to say, some people, but then you got to think that's like the ones that get like really big, because I think at the beginning, like, people sort of think, but if you've got like quite a lot of people messaging you and shit like that, like, it would be hard to sort of do another job at the same time.
Yeah.
I don't think you would actually be able to do it like properly by doing it that way.
Well, it's like any sort of content creator thing. It's like Twitch. If you wanted to make a lot of money on Twitch or even like YouTube and stuff, you've got to put a lot of time in. And some people will underestimate that. It's like being a rock star. People go like, money for nothing. You're just good at the guitar, but they put lots of hours in practicing, and they don't work normal jobs because they can't.
And also, what I don't get is like, when like people go, "Oh, you got lucky," they sort of get mad. Like, I'm sort of like happy when people, when like people are sort of quite happy. Like, I always wonder that about, like, like some footballers that sort of get taken the piss out of.
Yeah.
If they're not like getting played, do you know what I mean? They're like, "Oh, you've been at the club 4 years and they haven't played you once," and it's like, Yeah, and they're paying me how much a week to just go and train with everyone? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's a game, and you know some people are very good at playing it, OnlyFans and the sort of
One
content things.
thing I'll say is like when we're talking about, Toby said a lot of people nowadays try and start one. Let's just say like people that we might know about. I think OnlyFans only really works for these people, like these women or men that have already got like 100,000 followers on Instagram.
Oh, definitely, yeah.
So when they do it, they've already got a whole audience coming to you.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah, and
OnlyFans
then
isn't
they
like
get
Instagram. Your account doesn't
the
show on
algorithm.
someone's feed. You know,
Yeah.
someone has to type in your name and know who you are.
Well, that's why the that page, ex UFC fighter. That's why
Yeah.
she made so much money in that 24 hours because, as you said, it already had the following, and obviously lots of people saw her story that day and was like, "Ooh."
Yeah, I think like Tana Mongeau. I think it's one of these famous YouTube women who, to be fair, I think she has done porn before. But on her first day, she made $1 million on her first day,
That's fucking crazy.
and
Yeah.
I think that went on for like a couple of days, and then it slowly went down. But that again, because she has like 5 to 10 million followers on Instagram, so when she posts it, everybody sees it.
The pricing as well is like pretty good. What's her name? Tano Mon. I know who you're talking about.
Mongeau.
Mungu.
It's like Mongue, I think.
Yeah, but the pricing, it's like a $5 or something, or you can set the pricing. They capped it initially. I think it was like any amount of money you wanted, but they've capped it at certain prices. But like a $5.
And that's a monthly subscription as well.
Yeah, yeah. But you think you'd throw it away, wouldn't you? You'd go like, if you're into this sort of thing, you'd go, oh, it's just a $5. I want to see her boobs and do it for 1 month. But everyone does it for that 1 month, and you have like 1% of 5 million viewers is still a massive number, you know.
It's like doing porn, but
Tens
the
of
porn
thousands.
stars are getting paid $5 per viewer.
Yeah.
You know, and think how many views some of those videos have.
Exactly. Like, I don't know why people get mad at it, and they're like, "What? So you get mad at that, but you'd be okay for them just getting paid like one bit of money on one day, and like it being able that millions of people are able to see the video."
Yeah, porn stars I don't even think make that much.
Well, no, that's what I was saying. Hence why they all went over to like OnlyFans and stuff like that.
Also,
yeah, someone said pay-per-view porn.
Yeah,
correct.
Yeah, exactly. And also you've got like porn stars. You can do OnlyFans from your phone. You can do porn from your phone, but a lot of it is like production, and there's like an industry behind it. So a lot of people will say like, "Oh, OnlyFans is safer because I could become a porn star and have to work with like all these shady people, or I can like bash out 5 videos in an evening and not have to deal with any creeps or anyone like that."
Exactly. I mean, it makes it safer for them.
Yeah.
Like people that hate on it, I think, kind of are maybe jealous.
Oh, 100%. Like, people that are hating on it, like, if you told them, if you did it, would make blah, 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 like, and they had, like, a guarantee that they would make the money of, like, the ones that do well, then they would 100%, they would 100%,
do it.
Yeah, I think they'd 100% do it.
Yeah, same. Now, this is leading on to the next question. Hypothetically, if somebody came up to us, right, us three, and said we want to make a Game of Bros OnlyFans account, what would be your thoughts on that?
Well, my first thought is, was you looking in the mirror when this man approached you about this idea?
Hey, man, everybody got a taste. Maybe they're like 3 white guys. Average white guys.
I'd say yes in a heartbeat.
That's just a bio, average.
Okay, Bobby's a yes. Let's persuade Toby. Toby, you saying you wouldn't do it? Or would you?
I don't think I would do a joint one with you guys now. Because if
Oh,
I had to log onto the account, I would not want to see either of your knobs flying about.
well, we never said that. It doesn't have to be that. We haven't got to that part yet.
We could release exclusive podcast segments.
We could just do topless calendars, you know? That's all it is.
Look, Witten saying he'd sub.
I'll wear a top, so there's like, so you guys not wearing the top stands out more.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I'd only do tasteless.
We'll have to
dick
get you
pics.
maybe like a little stool
tasteful.
to stand on.
A little what?
I said a little stool to stand on.
Oh,
I'm only kidding.
God damn it.
So you wouldn't?
fucking kidding you.
I agree. I agree with Bobby there. I'd jump on it on a heartbeat. A Game of Bros one. Why not?
Are you gonna?
But is there?
Oh,
sorry.
At our next meeting.
You can sub with Prime. If you send us all a Prime, we'll count it as a sub.
I think the money distribution in OnlyFans is pretty good. I'm going to look it up. I think it's 20%, which is better than most other websites. Like Twitch takes more money than that.
I think it's been slowly going up since it started, because that's one of the reasons why it went viral, is because it was really low, like how much commission they would take. But obviously, as it gets more and more popular, the company will take more and more.
The thing is that they don't even need to do it that much because just on the consistency of people doing it.
It's 20%, which is pretty good. Oh no, it's gone up to 40%, 60. You're right, Ewan. It's crept up.
Yeah, they will.
So they take 40% now.
Yeah, and Twitch is 50% now. Yeah, no one's getting 70-30 splits anymore.
Again, that's why people like Kick and stuff right now instead of Twitch, because it's a new company, so they don't take as much.
No, exactly. They need to
But we
garner.
personally, Twitch, we love you.
Yeah, nothing bad.
But what would you guys buy OnlyFans for a woman? Like, as in, would you pay to use OnlyFans? Could you ever see a world where you would do that?
No.
I definitely could see a world that I would do that. I think like the thing is that like I think it depends on like who you are and what you're doing.
Yeah.
Right. Like if you're in a relationship, then obviously not.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like, and if you're talking to someone, probably not. But if you're not talking to anybody, you'd probably be like, yeah, well, fuck it.
I think you just have to kind of really be interested in whoever it is you're paying for, right?
100%. It would have to be, as Ewan said, it'd have to be like someone you saw, like, and then like a celebrity, and then they made one. It'd have to be like if a celebrity made one.
Would you? Because I don't think she has one. I'm not too sure, but would you do one, Toby, if that famous female footballer did it, Alicia Lexman or whatever? Do you know the one I'm on about?
Yeah, no, I know what you're on about. I think she's attractive, but like I don't. I think if there's one woman, I think you would just have to do it. Is, you know, the actress who plays Gloria in Modern Family,
Sofia Vergara. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, like
okay.
Or actually, there is my celebrity crush. I like to say it as much as I can, just in case she ever hears it. What's her name again?
He's forgotten her name. He doesn't know.
And she just went off.
No, I forget everything. I
off.
forget everything. Don't take it personally. No, what's her name?
Listening to this, Toby.
No, she's
Tell
blonde.
Me, who does she play and what?
She's she was in Cheaper by the Dozen. She was like the older
Hilary
sister.
Duff.
Yeah,
Oh.
Hilary Duff.
Yeah.
I was about to say she's in How I Met Your Father, but I was like, neither of you have watched How I Met Your Father.
Hilary Duff. No, she's
like,
pretty good looking.
I barely sort of dragged myself to watch it.
But no, but are you saying the older sister? Because I don't think that's Hilary Duff. Hilary Duff is a mum, I think.
No, because Hilary Duff is like 30 now, bro. And Cheaper by the Dozen was like out bare time.
Yeah, she's 35 now.
Yeah.
Okay. I think the mum in Cheaper by the Dozen is hot.
Well, I'm not saying she's not, but I wouldn't buy her OnlyFans.
I wouldn't get OnlyFans. Yeah. I don't get the same kick out of like interactive entertainment.
I know who Ewan's crush is, but I don't know if I'm allowed to say it.
Wait, what?
It's me.
My what is?
I'll give you a little like clues, and you can tell me. But if you know which one, the person you have a crush on in.
I'm scared.
Breaking Bad.
Oh, the girlfriend. Jesse's girlfriend.
Yeah. Let's move
No.
on. Yeah. Let's move on.
No, it wasn't. Not that one. But yeah, okay, carry on. I'm not going to say
It's
which
not
one
Jesse's
it is.
girlfriend, is it? It's not Skylar, is it?
Nah.
God damn. But no, I was just going to say, like, Twitch is one of those mediums where you can interact with like that. I think that's what people like with OnlyFans as well. That's why they pay like a premium, because they like requesting videos. They like feeling exclusive. They like texting them and getting an interaction out of them as well.
Do you know what? Talking about being interactive, we are for the pod. We are going for the next pod that we do will be our 10th episode, so it'll be our season finale. So we're gonna have a little bit of like, a theme to it. We'll put something on the story like a few days before on our Instagram story of what like the theme might be or something. We'll talk about that. And then what we're going to do is we're going to try and find something like interactive that you guys be able to do, and then to sort of like get us drunk. So like if we get every time we get a new follower, we'll all like down our drinks or something like that. So yeah.
Talking of new followers, thank you for the follow, Eggstar.
Thank you very much.
6 months ago. What a hero.
Eggstar.
Eggstar.
That's a bit like XD, isn't it?
But I think what Witten says is correct. And maybe if we could get to like 50 followers, we could do that. But I'm thinking maybe like $10 a message on the stream.
$10, yeah.
Yeah, per message to message us.
Maybe
I
9.
think that's fair.
So we can
What are
split
you
it for
guys
ways.
chatting? What the next pod?
Witten was saying, because we were talking about the OnlyFans, he was saying that we should charge people to message on here.
Oh, I thought, yeah, I literally was there like, I thought he was on about like next pod, and I was like, wait, what?
Maybe we could do a pay-per-view.
Like
Pay-per-view.
Like...
Yeah.
£10 at the door.
An unlisted link. You got to send us £1, and we'll send you the link.
Yeah.
Exclusive.
If you go onto our Amazon wish list.
I definitely think what we should do is put the YouTube link on there as well. And then if we get a follow on both, then we'll do something a bit extra.
Yeah, we'll definitely be doing that for the season finale next pod.
If there is anything that you guys would like us to talk about, or any themes that you might think of, if you are listening to this after we've sort of gone live, you're unable to watch it live, then literally just message Game of Bros Instagram, and then we'll have a little look through, and then because more ideas the better, really.
Yeah,
Yeah,
currently
definitely.
we reply to 100% of the messages we get.
We've never not replied to a message.
Exactly.
Let's just put it that way.
Do miss
on any platform.
On any platform. we're that we're just that I was about to say responsible then, but no, responsive.
We're not responsible or responsive. We struggle daily.
I reckon at the moment Witten should have to collect the money. So we'll do that. So each comment.
Witten's becoming a manager.
Yeah, no, Witten, write down how many comments each person does, and then let's go collect it in any means necessary.
Extreme prejudice. Collect the money at all costs.
Bobby, why have you not watched? How many more series have you got until you're watching House of the Dragon?
I could watch it next. Me and Becky have just finished watching to Claim the Wilderness or something.
I reckon watch it next, and then we could have a little recap, like halfway through the season, and then at the end of the season, and then have a little chat, and then we'll chat about season 2 coming up.
Witten is counting. Yeah, that sounds like a good idea. Witten is actually counting people's messages.
Oh,
178. That's
reckon,
dedication.
Is there a way we can VIP Witten or something if he's not already?
He's already a moderator.
Right. We can't give you any more power.
Yeah, we've already maxed out his power.
We'll create his own little rank in the future.
Yes.
Hardcore fan or something.
Gimp.
I'm not a hardcore fan. the OGs.
Yeah. The OG hardcores.
He's a legend.
Are we? Oh yeah, no. I was about to say about the cameras, but yeah, no. We were saying earlier that we don't. I don't have a camera in orders.
So we're not doing cameras, but we are drinking on stream.
I reckon. Yeah, I'll just do my phone camera. Fuck it. It might be a bit blurry, but it'll be a bit funny. I'm gonna be a bit drunk anyway, so it doesn't matter.
I was gonna say because people wouldn't be able to tell if we're drinking or not. We could be drinking
That
water.
is-
Otherwise,
That is so true. I will. I'm gonna have to buy a bottle of Captain Morgan's or something.
yeah, because we're gonna do it pirate themed. Basically, because Toby said we should dress up, and I said as pirates, and he went, "Yeah."
Yeah, pirate. I know exactly what I'm gonna wear as well.
I don't, but you know, we'll be fine. I'll be drunk.
I'm literally wearing. I've got like a proper like white shirt. I'm just gonna wear that, roll the sleeves up to my elbows, and undo like the top 4 buttons. And then I've got a bandana in my room, so I'll just wear a bandana.
Yeah, fair enough. That sounds pretty good.
I might
And I'll have a
cat.
bottle of rum. What's more
Arr,
pirate than that?
not much.
Exactly.
I might bring a cat with me, have like a living prop.
Yes, that's
Because
good.
pirates had cats, right? I'm sure they did.
Maybe you could dress
They
up your
probably
cat as a parrot. What about a parrot?
Oh, I
Actually,
could
no.
dress him
You
up.
know what? I actually think I remember hearing a video saying that they used to have cats on ship
To hunt
to
the
make
rats.
sure that they killed the rats. I remember hearing that somewhere.
Yeah, they
There
definitely
we
would
go.
have. Yeah,
Alright. I'll bring him along.
get the cat involved.
He'll
When's
probably love it.
look? I'll ask the question that's on everyone's mind. When is World Cat Day?
Oh. I'm gonna guess and just say
Ooh,
June the 19th.
Okay,
I'm gonna say what's the date today?
it is.
I'm gonna say the 21st of September.
You're both wrong, but not too far off. It's the 8th of August.
Oh,
Is it
closer.
June and September? You guys are like between it.
Oh, so that's half a point to me at least.
Yeah, the quiz continues.
Like, isn't it a bit like rock paper scissors? Haven't we all beat each other now?
I think so. No, Ewan's beat. No, yes, it is rock paper scissors. Yeah, but I think Ewan's won twice.
I know that I've won twice and lost twice, because I lost the last one against Bobby as well.
The comeback's on, Toby.
Yeah, mate. Well, they don't call me comeback Toby for nothing. Well, they do because they are me. I've said it enough that I'm now like it's what I'm doing on the FPL. Actually, that's what I was going to say. Is I do have some sport and FPL I was going to chat with you boys about. If you boys wanted to hear about it.
Yeah, go on then.
I'm all ears.
Right. Well, first of all, how are you doing on FPL, Bob?
Good. I mean, I used my triple captain, which means my captain gets triple points for anyone that doesn't know. On a week when my captain only got 2 points, so I got 6 points out of him then, which is rubbish. And I'm currently joint second in the league. How are you doing, Toby?
Well, I am doing well. I'm quite high up. I'm 5th
Out of
5.
It's kind of
You
high up.
always have to bring that up, don't you? No, right. So I'm having a little look at it as we speak. I'm on. You're on 255. I'm on 221. You got 80 points last week. I got 59. And I'm so glad it's international break. But yeah. But our mate fucking was in the top like 27 in the whole of Wales 1 week.
Yeah, and in the top 1,000 in the country, I think. He's
Mate,
top of our league.
Like actually bossing it. Like he knows his shit. But like, yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing him soon. I'll let him have a little play around with the team.
He
Okay.
it's Elliot.
I think I can guess.
Yeah. And to put that into perspective, so remember, Elliot's in like the top 27. I'm in the top 200,000. Okay, and I'm only.
What number were you?
So I can't see Wales, but in England, I'm 330,000th in England, and overall, I'm 990,500 and something, 800 and something. Sorry. So Elliot being in the top 1,000 overall is pretty insane. He's literally 990 times better than me.
I'm trying to find out where mine was shocking.
I'm top of my other league that I'm in, which just demonstrates the absolute caliber of the league that me and Toby are in.
Yeah, I'm second in my other league of 4 people.
Yeah, we're absolutely dominating in that league, but
And I have no Haaland.
that is impressive. It was a bold choice.
It's not played off so far.
No.
At the moment, it is really going shits up, but I'm hoping that it's going to change a little bit. Yeah, Wales today, to put it in context, Elliot being 27th, I am 58,480th.
Yeah, so Elliot was doing pretty well.
So Elliot's
He's gone. He's a little bit better than Toby, I think he was going to say.
Yeah.
Just a tad.
Wait, did I?
You dropped out.
Yeah, you're cutting out a bit.
You still there? Toby.
Toby's being attacked by an internet demon right now.
Yes, he's being attacked by an OnlyFans woman. He's tracked him down.
We said something we shouldn't have on this pod, and Toby's the first to go.
The Loch Ness monster got him.
Oh,
I'm tying
no.
it back. Tying it back.
It's got him. Eventually.
Finally.
He just swam to Cardiff.
The classic, he said he doubts that anyone has seen it out of the water, and then he had a knock at his door. It got him.
You chatting shit about me? Well, no, it'd have a Scottish accent, wouldn't it? My bad.
I can't do any accents.
You're talking about me, laddie. I don't know, is that Irish?
It kind of sounded a bit Irish. It's difficult to do Scottish without moving into
I can say
Irish.
like agreed. That's Scottish. Agreed.
Right. Should we round off the?
Hang on, I'm back.
Oh, he's here.
I'm back.
Do you have any closing statements, Toby?
Oh, closing statements. Hang on, give me a second.
Oh God. That
And that's all the time we've got. Thank you.
Stream cut.
No. Yeah, no closing. All right, no, yeah. Closing statement is thank you very much all for listening. If you haven't already, please drop us a follow. Be greatly appreciated. And hit notifications so you can know when we go live for our season finale. It most probably will be in 2 weeks on Wednesday when it's meant to be, but it might be different. We will let you know if it's going to be different. If not, it'll be the same time as usual. And please come on and get drunk with us, or just get really drunk, and yeah, it'd be good fun.
Hang out.
Yeah.
Obviously, once the bottle of rum's done, the bottle of rum is done.
The reload.
Yeah. Also, thank you for the quiz, Bobby. I will send you that 15 quid later.
No worries.
Yep. I really enjoyed losing again.
Oh, that's all right, Ewan. You're still top of the table.
I think you took it really well, Ewan.
Yeah, I'm learning to take loss. So this is good practice.
Can't win every week.
No, but like Toby said, thank you for watching, everybody. And hopefully we'll see you soon.
Yep.
Bye-bye.
Bye, guys. Bye.